Yo, YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy, yo, best that ever did it. True winner, 6 p.m. back with the MLB for the first of the month, September 1st, man. Let's start off the first of the month strong as always. We will prosper and be victorious. We can kick it off. First thing first, we got a doubleheader with the Cubs and the Reds. Reds have been slumping lately, man. I was on the Reds on their last game against the Giants. Like I said, we knew that the Reds were not gonna get swept on that one. After looking pretty bad, scoring back-to-back one-run games, then they finally got things a little bit going. 4-1 win or something like that. The Reds is just not looking good though, man. They return home here though, where they look to build on a little momentum. Cubs coming into this 9 games above 500. They really stepped it up the second half after getting Candelario. We know the Cubs are hitting better, they're playing better bullpen, better pitchers, better lineup right now for sure. The lineup for the Reds took a major drop off. I don't know what happened. Was that a fluke? But they just haven't been producing the same, man. I don't know why it's an even line. I get game one. I get it's a doubleheader, but I'm gonna lean with the Cubs in this first the first day. Honestly, I'm gonna lean the Cubs. No info on the second game, but the first game we got Grandmaster Crab versus Wicks. Jordan Wicks, I knew it was his ass. Last game he pitched 5 innings, two base hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts at Pittsburgh. That was a good ass game for him. Start off, get a win. And today is his birthday. So I'll look at some K props for Wicks, man. He could get some strikeouts against this dormant offense. I like the Cubs game 1. Don't really know about game 2. Next game, we got the Miami Marlins with the Marlins Magic versus the not so good Nationals, man. But like I said, they're probably the best bad team in the league. Much better than Detroit Tigers. They're damn near on like the Yankees level to me right now. Like they're about as even as the Yankees are, like as a formidable opponent. Like Nationals can sneak some fucking wins out of here, man. And the Miami Marlins have not been playing the best as of late. I loved the addition of Jake Berger, Josh Bell. I loved it, those additions. When they first got on the squad and first got traded over, you seen the Miami Marlins magic, man. That Miami Marlins magic is real. We got Yuri Perez versus Jake Irvin. I like Yuri Perez clearly more than Jake Irvin. But if we dive a little bit deeper, both of these teams are 29 wins at where they at right now. Miami Marlins on the road, it's 29 and 37, I believe. Let's look at the Marlins. Look at the Marlins win. They won yesterday. Christian cranks a 3-run homer. They got it going last night. 6-1 win. Do they do the 2-series sweep though? 2-game sweep. They got swept by the Rays. Come out swinging after they get swept, like we said. Series loss. Just played these Nationals. Series loss. Series loss. You feel me? Like they've been only just able to string 1 win and 5 5 series. I'm gonna back the Nationals at home on this one, y'all. Um, I do like Yuri Perez a little bit more, but I'm gonna back the Nationals at home. Home crowd advantage. It's an even matchup, damn near. Should be closer to even line like that Cubs game. Should be closer to a pick'em. I'm gonna lean plus 1.5 with the Nationals, and I'll fucking hold my breath if anything. But I don't think the Marlins are just the best team right now to be backing minus 170 favorite after one win. You know what I'm saying? So they just lost the series to these Nationals. Let's not forget that. And I'm not saying the Nationals are world beaters, but hey, Nationals plus 1.5 runs. Sprinkle a little bit on the money line. Next game, Mariners, Mets. We got Logan Gilbert versus Kodai Senga. 7.5 total. Seattle's the favorite. Seattle's been killing it as of late. Logan Gilbert coming off this stellar game where they went 15-2 for a win. 7 innings pitched, 2 base hits, 1 earned run, 7 Ks. He's looked pretty sharp in his last outing. Sometimes he can't give up that ball, man. Logan Gilbert is susceptible to giving up some runs at times. One bad inning, that's his downfall. He always has one bad inning. But lately he hasn't been having that. He's been doing pretty better than the first half of the season. For the last 5 games for Kodai Senga, coming off a loss against the Angels, 2 earned runs, giving up 10 strikeouts though, in 6 2/3. Pretty good game. Lineup couldn't back him up. 2 games before that, he went 13 innings combined, 4 earned runs combined, and 12 strikeouts, 13 innings, and 2 wins. 13-2 win versus Cardinals, 7-6 win against ATL. He's giving his team a chance to win for sure. He got patched up against the weaker teams, I see. Not super weak, but the LA Angels and the Kansas City Royals patched him up. He's not giving really over more than 3.5 runs, but I do think Logan Gilbert and his team is in a little bit of a better form right now. I do believe Seattle should be a bigger favorite in this, like minus 170, 165, like those boys are. Miami. That's what these lines should be reversed. This game should be closer to a pick'em like this one. And this game, Mariners. How are the Mets that close? Like, what are the Mets doing? What are the Mets doing? I don't know. You tell me. Like, the Mets aren't doing anything special. They're 12 games under 500, 1 game above 500 at home. Mariners are, 9 games above 500 on the road? Tickets as low as $5, y'all. Tickets as low as $5 for those Mets. Disappointing Mets. Mariners money line is a lock. Mariners money line. I'm gonna take some on the run line as well. They should not be damn near a pick'em. Mets have a good lineup, yes, but come on, man. They're not the best damn team to back against a hot Mariners. Mariners money line all day. That's fairly simple. Next game, we got Tampa Bay Rays, Cleveland Guardians. Cal Quantrill's coming off the IL. He's not off the IL. I think he came from he got demoted, to AAA. Yeah, he hasn't played since July 5th. He was getting patched up, man. Terrible. I'm not backing him with a 10-foot pole, just like Lance Lynn. We told y'all Lance Lynn is who we thought they were. Lance Lynn is terrible. You see what the Braves did to the Dodgers with him on the mound. If the Dodgers didn't have such a great lineup, they would have got slaughtered. Um, Cal Quantrill's gonna get slaughtered here, man. These guys, the Rays, 30 games above 500, looking pretty sharp, man. Tyler Glass now coming into this one, winning 4 of his last 5 contests, going deep into ball games, giving his team a great chance to win. He only had 1 bad game in his last 5, and that was a narrow victory. I'm gonna lean with the Rays money line / run line. I'll take Rays on the run line. Next game we got Twins Rangers. Joe Ryan and Max Scherzer. We just seen this matchup, and it was a Max Scherzer win, 6-2. Max Scherzer pitched pretty good. Joe Ryan was at home. He pitched fairly alright in that game as well. Limited damage. Like I said, man, the Rangers was gonna figure things out after a while of losing. I'm gonna lean with the Rangers on this one again. Max Scherzer's coming into this one, that 6-2 win against the same team. Before that, he lost 3 earned runs, and before that, he was just winning games and going deep into ball games. He hasn't given up more than 3 earned runs in the last 5 starts. 2 homers in his last 5 starts. Coming off a double-digit strikeout game against these Twins. And Joe Ryan, before that game, he was already lost. He already was getting patched up. 4 earned runs, 4 earned runs, 7 earned runs against St. Louis on the road. On the road, this guy struggles a lot. I can't back Joe Ryan on the road, especially not after getting patched up against St. Louis. What do you think Rangers are going to do at home? I think Scherzer gives them a good chance to win with striking out a lot of them Twins bats and having the home crowd advantage of that great lineup the Rangers got. I think they get to them quick and often. Rangers money line / run line, but I'll lean more to the money line on that one. Next game we got Red Sox Royals. James Paxton versus Jordan Lyles. Jordan Lyles is, you already know what Jordan Lyles is. I don't gotta say it no more. Jordan Lyles is terrible. Look at these dudes' numbers, man. Look at James Paxton's numbers, man. Last 5 games. His best game was against the Royals. 6 base hits, no earned runs, no walks, and 6 strikeouts in 5 1/3 inning, man. Look at the stats. He went against Alec Marsh that day. Alec Marsh gave up 6 base hits, 2 earned runs. It was 2 doubles, no homers or nothing. Fenway Park was giving up no luck that day. But if we see the lineups going on here, Bobby Witt had a hit, Massey had a hit, Melendez had a hit, Furman had a hit, Blanco had a hit. And on the other side, Reyes had 2 hits, Duvall had 2 hits, McGuire had a hit. Bottom of the lineup was missing, and Raphael had 1 hit out of 4. Terrible dormant game, man. Very dormant game. Boston is on a 4-game losing streak. Against the Nationals, James Paxton couldn't thrive. Against the Toronto Blue Jays, he couldn't thrive. Against these Houston Astros, he couldn't thrive. Patched up. And he did get patched up against the Dodgers, but they took him out early. And the bullpen helped save him with the offense backing him up a little bit. But for the most part, man, the over-under's at 9.5. Jordan Lyles, let's look at what he's bringing to the table in this game. His last start, he went 3 innings, 6 base hits, 7 earned runs, 3 homers, 3 walks, and only 4 strikeouts. More earned runs than his strikeouts. The game before that, he did pitch pretty deep into that one. That was a loss as well against the Cubs. And when he did pitch against these Boston Red Sox, it was a low-scoring game again. Dormant offense. 8 innings for Jordan Lyles. 7 base hits. 4 earned runs. 6 strikeouts. 1 homer. He's giving up a homer every game. 4 against Seattle, then 3 against Seattle, 2 against the Cubs. Honestly, I'm gonna lean to the under on this game again. I just think we see a lot of dormancy in this one again, man. Two teams that don't got nothing to really prove. Red Sox has a little bit more to fight for. I just don't think the Red Sox are a 190 favorite. I don't like backing Jordan Lyles. I'm not gonna say they win the game. No, I don't think that they win the game, but I don't think that the Red Sox dominate them either. I don't see the Red Sox dominating them. I think we see a low-scoring game. Everybody think it's Jordan Lyles' day. It is, but I think we get a similar score to what we seen. Maybe an 8-point game, maybe a 9-point game at the most, 6-3, 5-4 type of game. But I'm gonna lean with the. I will lean with the Red Sox on the money line, but it's not a game I'm rushing to the window. I could see the Royals hanging on, but not with Jordan Lyles on the mound, man. I can't even fix my mouth to say the Royals will win that. Red Sox on a slight lean, man, to a money line, but I don't like it. I like the under more than anything. Next game, we got Tigers, White Sox. Chicago, gotta like that blunt up to the Chicago. This is the wrong team, man. I'm from the South Side, man. I'm a White Sox guy at heart. Bear down. But the Cubs are much better, man. Cubs are much better this year. Touki Toussaint, man. Like I said, Touki Toussaint is not somebody I'm looking to back often. I do think we have a slight chance. We have a slight chance, man. He pitched pretty good in his last outing against a dormant offense. Against the Cubs, pitched just good enough to get a win. 3 earned runs. Before that, he was looking terrible. That's when we were fading him for sure. But he is 2-1 in his last 3. He got ugly, roughed up against that Mariners team, man. And then we going against Eduardo Rodriguez. This guy is pretty predictable, pretty typical, but he's been pitching pretty good as of late, winning 3 of his last 5. It's pretty lower scoring games I'm seeing from this guy. Sometimes he can't give it up often though, man. Against Houston and Boston, terrible games. 3 other games, pretty good. I think when he going up against a lineup that's pretty dormant or can strike out quite a bit, he could strive. But when he go against them juggernaut type teams, Eduardo Rodriguez is gonna get smushed. So I think we get an under here. I'm gonna lean towards the under on this one. Touki Toussaint could thrive against this dormant offense, and Eduardo Rodriguez could thrive against this White Sox team. The last time I thought the White Sox was gonna be able to take a win was the first game of the Athletic Series, and they smacked me in my face, man. So I'm not eager to back the White Sox at all. Like I said, the White Sox are 53 and 81 now, but they were, 51 and something, I think, back in the Angels. The Athletics are still a 39 win team, and they couldn't even beat the Athletics with 20 more wins. So I'm gonna lean Detroit money line on this one, man. I just don't think the White Sox have enough. If they can't do it to the Athletics, I don't see them doing it to the Tigers, honestly. Tigers are much better, more poised, more They got a little bit more chemistry. I like the Tigers in this one, man. Tigers money line. Don't make it too complicated. Next game, we got Carlos Rodon. He sucks. Versus Justin Verlander. He's old, but he's still providing that spark, man. He's comfortable. This is his safe haven. This is his safe house. This is the team he won a World Series with. He went to the World Series with. This is how he's gonna retire. He's gonna retire a Houston Astro. You know what I'm saying? So I think the fans love him there. I think he's strives at home for sure. But every game, damn near, besides this dormant New York Yankees, it's been an over. The lowest total against a good lineup in his last 5 games was 10. That was his lowest total. You know what I'm saying? His offense is backing him up. His offense is making sure they back him up. And this was remember when I said he went against them Yankees, he lost 3-1, but it was a low scoring game. Carlos Rodon, on the other hand, when he went against the Astros, woo-wee. Not nice. But next game after that, he cleaned it up. 6 base hits, 1 earned run, but they still lost that. I don't think I'm backing up these Yankees at all. I'm not one of those guys anticipating a upset win for the Yankees. Like, I'm gonna ride with the Houston Astros, the much better team, the much better starting pitcher, much better team, much better lineup. I'm gonna ride with them, and if I get burned betting on the right team, then that's how it's gonna be. I'm not gonna bet on the Yankees as an underdog and be mad at myself if the Astros kick their ass. No, that's not how I bet. That's a lot of people that do that out there, I see. But like I said, man, we're gonna pick the right team, the right side, and if we lose, then that's not on us. We pick the right side. If the players don't perform, that's not on us. You know what I'm saying? Like, the right side here is the Astros. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Carlos Rodon probably isn't better than me at pitching, so I'm going to ride with the Houston Astros. And I'm not a pitcher, so that says a lot. Next game, we got Phillies Brewers. We got Zach Wheeler versus Fastball Freddie Peralta. Philly coming into this one as a slight favorite. Pretty even matchup, man. I do give the edge to the Brewers at home. Phillies are looking pretty good, man. They ramp shit up right now, trying to hit 80 wins, trying to get a good playoff positioning spot. But I think Fastball Freddie's in pretty good form right now, man. Zach Wheeler pitching pretty good as well. Fastball Freddie's last 3 games are all wins. Last 5 all wins, honestly. He's been giving up no more than 3 runs in his last 5 games. And look at the strikeout numbers: 9, 11, 6, 13, and 7. He's striking out batters, man. Fastball Freddie's back right now. He's in prime mode. Zach Wheeler, on the other hand, coming into this one with a big win against these guys, but he's only won 2 games in August against St. Louis and Washington once. Pretty decent strikeout numbers, but not as nearly as good as Fastball Freddie. Pretty low scoring games for these two. The rest of them were all over. I think we get a good value play right here with the Brewers on the money line, or plus 1.5 runs if you want to play it safe. But I think we could sprinkle a little bit on the money line for the Brewers. I think they take game 1 for sure. I think they take game 1. Fastball Freddie just in a different form right now. I like both lineups for that game as well, but I think the Brewers just figure stuff out right now, man. They making a playoff push, and then this is what they do. This is the stuff that the Brewers do to set them up for later success. Next game, we got Pirates Cardinals. Pirates are the underdog here. Dakota Hudson coming in with a pretty record versus Mitch Keller. You guys know I do not like backing Mitch Keller, aka Jason Voorhees, as a kid. Y'all can't tell me he don't look like Jason Voorhees as a kid when they drowned him in Camp Crystal Lake. That's their boy right here. Last 3 games has been wins for him. He's been finding the groove, but look at this before this. Before them last 3 wins, y'all, he was on a 5-game losing streak, and that was all after the All-Star break. 10-1 loss against the Cleveland Guardians. 7-5 loss against the Angels. 6 earned runs, 8 earned runs. Terrible then against the Brewers, 8 earned runs. 2-point loss against the Braves. Then he just got a good matchup against the missing Cincinnati Reds. They went missing. Let me know when y'all find them. Strikeoutable, very strikeoutable Minnesota Twins. Very high strikeout rate. He got 12 strikeouts in that one. It makes perfect sense. You know what I'm saying? High strikeout team. The last game was his best win for the month of August to me. Against the Cubs, he went 8 innings, no earned runs, 4 base hits, and 6 strikeouts, 1 walk. And that was a 1-point win. But they barely won that one, too. But that was his best win. That's what Mitch Keller is bringing to the table. The Pittsburgh is on a 3-game winning streak. This is a tough one for me, man. I like both lineups here. I don't like both lineups, but I like the matchup here, honestly. Like, both teams are like middle of the pack. I do give the pitching edge to Dakota Hudson slightly. I just think we get an over here, man. I think we see one of those high-scoring, both teams get going early and often type of games, man. I'm going to lean with the over on this one. If I had to pick a side, I would lean with the Pirates. If I had to pick a side. But if Andrew McCutcheons isn't batting, I'm going to go with the Cardinals. Next game, Blue Jays, Rockies. Fairly quick on this one. Ryu isn't really that good at Coors Field. But he is coming off a 4-game win streak. 3 earned runs or less, or 3 runs given up or less in his last 4. He did get patched up pretty bad against the Baltimore Orioles. Went against the Cleveland Guardians twice and won. Chicago Cubs, that was a great win. And Cincinnati Reds, who went missing, it's an alright win. I do think Toronto got the better options, the better pitcher on the mound, a better lineup. Chris Flexen isn't looking good right now. He never was looking good. He's giving up a lot of runs, a lot of base hits every game. I think we get the over pretty quick here. The over set pretty high for a reason. But I do think Blue Jays take this one. But I'm not betting on the Blue Jays. I'm not betting on this one personally. I don't like the Blue Jays right now. It seems like every time I bet on the Blue Jays, they lose. And whenever I bet against them, they win. Like, me and Blue Jays, we are oil and water right now. They don't want to figure me out. I don't want to figure them out. Like, we can't get on the court. Yes, obviously, the better team is the Blue Jays. I am going to lean the Blue Jays money line. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Rockies upset them, man. Blue Jays are live for an upset every game. It's terrible. Whenever you think you got a clear-cut victory with the Blue Jays, it's never that, man. It's never that. So I'm gonna take a slight lean with the Rockies plus 1.5, but I'm not in love with it. Next game, Angels, Athletics. Patrick Sandoval, J.P. Sears. Angels favored it, like they should be. I think we get over this total pretty quick. It's only at 8. I remember this lineup. I remember this series from earlier on in the season. This was early, and I remember the Angels were the only team on my ticket, man, on my parlay that I was waiting on that night, and they were going against these Athletics, and the Athletics came out and upset. I don't know if we get a clear upset on this one. The Athletics are slumping. They almost had 100 losses. Angels are the far better team, man, but Patrick Sandoval is terrible. Terrible. He's 1-4 in his last 5 games. JP Sears, on the other hand, he got one of the worst teams backing him up. Of course, he's not going to win a lot. He did get patched up against the White Sox pretty good. And he hasn't won a game in August at all. 5-game losing streak, all by the run line. Terrible. But I do think we get a lot of scoring here, a lot of scores given up. The Angels can hit, man. And against Patrick Sandoval, the Athletics can hit, man. So watch out for this game, y'all. The Athletics are a live dog right here to upset. But I think we get over this total pretty easily. The strongest play to me on this one is the over. And I'm going to lean Los Angeles Angels money line. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Athletics upset them. Next game, we got 3 more games. Damn. And my bad, y'all. I've been sick. I've been trying to get over this stuffed nose. We're going to keep continuing to cook up, man. Leave a like. Leave me your parlays. Leave me your picks. And be sure to subscribe, man. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss all of these good picks. Next game, we got Zach Davies week. Like I said, I think Zach Davies is one of the worst pitchers in the world right now. I honestly think if you paid me what Zach Davies is getting paid right now, I could go out and outperform him. I could put that on a lot of stuff, man, but I ain't gonna do it. Honestly, I'm never gonna back Zach Davies as long as this season is going. He did eke out a win, but it was more of his bullpen, because he got patched up 9 earned runs against them boys. Even when he pitched good, 7 innings, 2 base hits, no earned runs, still is a 1-point loss. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just not eager to back this weak-ass team, man, this weak-ass pitcher. Zach Davies is a bum. He's worse than Alek Manoah. That's how bad he is to me. He's worse than Jordan Lyles. Cole Irvin on the other side, he isn't the best. He's like the worst pitcher out of these Orioles guys. Like I said, this is the Orioles. They're playing spades. Diamondbacks threw Zach Davies on the mound. That's their worst pitcher. Now they're going to throw their worst pitcher on the mound. It's going to be a damn near a toss them up for the worst pitchers anybody's game. But I do think the lineup over there on Baltimore is way better. The cohesion is way better. The team chemistry is way higher. The fucking team morale is way higher. Orioles way better in every aspect. I think we see the Orioles shine here, man. Orioles shine here. Cole Irvin isn't even the best pitcher, but he's 5-0 in his last 5. When he did get patched up, the worst out of his last 5 games, 4 earned runs, it was still a 1-point victory. I think we see something similar here. I think the Diamondbacks could put up a little bit of runs, man, but I'm not backing Zach Davies at all. At all, just like Lance Lynn. I think Zach Davies is worse than Lance Lynn, for sure. Like I said, I think Zach Davies is the worst pitcher in the world. The worst pitcher in the world. I don't know how he still has a major league job. Baltimore on the run line, alternate run line, -2.5. I don't know why this is a pick'em. How is this a pick'em? Next game, man. Giants-Padres, fairly easy. Bullpen game for Giants, or we're going to see who they go with. Could be a bullpen game, but we got Michael Walker. I do like Walker. He's 10-2 in his last 12 decisions, 2.84 ERA. His last game, he did pitch pretty alright, and it was a loss though for Milwaukee. San Francisco, he did face this team. Six innings pitched, 4 base hits, only 2 earned runs, and no strikeouts though. 7-4 loss. When you're not striking out a team, man, it's giving your team not that high of a chance of winning. No strikeouts? Ooh, no strikeouts. You know what I'm saying? I think Giants take another one here. I don't believe in the Padres right now, man. The Padres find ways to lose games instead of finding ways to win games. I done seen Padres in a couple series of these last 2 series been up 3-1 or 3-0, 2-0, and just let the team come right back. I think the Giants got a little bit of an edge on them, a little bit more cohesion. The Padres play with that frustration. You know that frustration when you know you're good, but somebody's beating you, and it makes you frustrated because you know you're better than them, and that's what the Padres play in like they know they're better than some of these teams, and they're still losing, so they get frustrated and they play with that frustration. Like they don't let it fuel them. They let it tinker and eat away at their brain. It seems like. So I'm gonna lean with the Giants until these Padres could figure things out. No line here, so I don't know who's the favorite, but I would imagine it would be the Giants. Last game, but not final, we got Max Fried versus Julio Urias. Max Fried's coming into this one 5-1 with a 2.85 ERA. Last game he went against the Giants. Last 2 games against the Giants, he split them. 9 base hits, 3 earned runs in the first one, the 4-3 loss, and man, he cleaned it up again in the second one. 6 base hits, 2 earned runs, 1 homer, and 8 strikeouts. 7-3 win. 3 games before that, beat the dormant New York Yankees, no surprise. 1-point win against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pirates are sneaky. 6 base hits, 4 earned runs. Pretty bad game against a mediocre lineup. And then at the Cubs, he shined. 6 innings pitched, no earned runs against the Cubs, man. Atlanta is different right now, man. Max Fried is pretty good. Julio Urias, he's all right, man. He's pretty serviceable. He could pitch pretty good at times, and then sometimes he could be a question mark. He does pitch pretty deep in the ball games. Last game, he got ate up by the Boston Red Sox, though. Where the Red Sox had a good-ass outbreak. But before that, Urias was beating some pretty good teams, but it was pretty, declining teams, I should say. The Arizona and the Miami Marlins were on a decline, kind of. Colorado Rockies and the Oakland A's are nobody really for them. When he plays against tougher opponents, though, and the Braves, I think it could be a trouble spot here for Urias. I do believe the Braves are the favorite for a reason. The Braves are a little bit stronger right now, man. You see what they just did to Spencer Strider. The Dodgers did. You see what they just did to Spencer Strider? Minimal damage, but Mookie Betts hit a big 2 home. He hit 2 homers in that game, and it brought them boys back. If Mookie Betts didn't hit that first 3-run homer to put it, I think it was 9-1 or something. Ugly. Spencer Strider was shitting on them boys, man. 9-1 until them Dodgers start swinging back, man. But it was still a close loss. Good fault. That I like teams like these, man. 2 heavy hitters, two prime time teams, 80-win teams. I'm gonna lean with the Braves in this one, man. I do think we get an over, but I could also see an under, so I wouldn't really be too keen on playing the over-under on this one. But when it's 2 juggernaut lineups like this and 2 pitchers that can get hit, Even though they are good pitchers and can pitch pretty low scoring games, yes. But these are two different lineups, man. Like you seen today with Spencer Strider, their ace. Spencer Strider is their ace. That's their ace of spades, the highest card they can throw out. That was a high scoring game. You know what I'm saying? So I think we see another high scoring game here, man. It's a high scoring series with two stacked. Each time the inning switch, each time we go to the middle of the inning and the next team's coming up or the top or the bottom, it's somebody that you know. You know what I'm saying? Is good. Like it's stacked, stacked, stacked. So I think we see over here. I'm gonna lean with the Braves to close out the night. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Yoin. Spark your joint up, and we're gonna get out of here with some victories, man. Cook up a parlay for y'all real quick, as I do always on my in-depths. I think pretty clear cut, man. We're gonna start the parlay off with the Seattle Mariners money line. Next up, we got Tampa Bay Rays on the run line. Next up, we got the Rangers money line. Next up, we got Astros money line. Next up, we got Brewers plus 1.5. Next up, we got Angels Athletics over 8. Next up, we got Baltimore money line and Giants money line, and that's about it, man, for the parlay. Everything else I'm gonna probably enjoy watching for stats or fun. Yeah, man, that's how we do it here. It's your boy Yoin, a true winner, 6 p.m. Best that ever did it. Be sure to leave your comment and subscribe, man.